Right, on with the second part of this. And this video is being made late tonight, so if I make an arse of it, you'll hear it warts and all. But I got a little bit fed up with seeing all those blank lines and digits on display, so I did a bit of a fix. Just let that come back to life. There we go. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? There is one element out up there, but that's the element itself. You need to get a new actual display panel for that bit there, but doesn't matter. We'll come back to that there in a minute. Yeah, found a few things wrong with it. Traced about, did some probing around and found the bad 138 and some blown resistors, and I replaced those resistors, and then I had lines down display, so I found the bad driver chip as well. Now, the UCN 5821A driver chip there is rare as hen's teeth. You're difficult to find them new, and even the second hand ones are pretty expensive, but I'm not one for giving up. There's different variants of these chip mates, and Micrel made their own one there, a Mic 5821. And that's actually still being made, and it's not half as expensive. Still pricey. I got two of them for a tenner. But anyways, we'll come back to that 9002 error. The whole point of this was one, to make sure this board works, and one, to find out what the hell that 9002 error is. And if you look at the manual, it claims to be coin sensor loop detection fault. Now, to break that down into stuff that actually makes sense, it basically can't see the coin sensors. There isn't a loop. It basically can't see the coin sensors. And I think, after digging in a wee bit more, I think the owner of this has either got a fault on his power board or somewhere around this neck of the board itself. And I'll tell you why. The coin sensors, they're not switches, they're like little metal detectors. And if you actually look up the circuit, and you look online for that circuit, you'll find out that it's used in these metal detectors. It's just, I think the designers saw that it worked well and decided to employ it in the fruit machine business. But what they do is they send inputs back into the input lines of this serial chip to UA8, it's a 74 LS165. And then the computer board here reads that chip through the I/O and determines where the coin sensors are high or low. Now, the coin sensors can't all be low. If they are, then you get that 9002 error. But I'll show you. If I take my little DuPont clip lead here, and of course the focus is going to go bye-bye. Clip it onto, what was it, 5? Right. I'm clipped onto the coin sensor for tube C. It comes into pin 5 of U8 there. Now watch. $9,002 has gone. That error there, 1100, coin acceptor not detected. And we absolutely don't have a coin acceptor. But 9002 error is gone because it's seeing, it thinks that there's coins in tube C in the mech. So it thinks probably, I don't know, is that the 20p tube or something? It thinks we've got 20p's in the tube. Now, it's a bit of a shame that experiment works, because this power board is trash. I've got it duty rigged so that it can power this board through this Make power supply, and through that it can provide power to that. Ignore that little flash drive up there, we'll get back to that another thing. The owners can't get rid of that 9002 fault, even though he's got the coin tubes. And he's got the correct coin sensors, and they work. And they worked when the machine was fully built. The machine's kind of It's partly disassembled at the minute for testing boards, but the sensors are supposed to work. But no matter what he does to the power board or the sensors, he can't get rid of that 9002 fault. So, what I would say to him is, try that. Pin 16 of U8, there's 5V power, and pin 5 is the input for tube C. And I think the other pins are the upper and lower sensors for... Yeah, they are. U8 deals exclusively with coin sensors. So just try clipping onto the inputs and attach them to the 5V and see if you can get that 9002 to disappear. If it doesn't, then you're either looking at replacing U8 or look at the communication between U8 and U30 here. Basically, the serial input's coming back for here. Tie through U30 before they go through the rest of the board. Oh, could be bend direction there, sorry. I don't think anything's wrong with the coin sensors themselves. They're just magnets. They're just coil wire wrapped around a plastic tube and then fitted onto the coin tube. The coin tubes themselves have little sensor boards attached to them that are based on CS209As, I think. Yeah, I've got a diagram here, hold on. I've got a diagram here. Yeah, there we are. CS209As. And basically, if you look at Google and you Google that chip, the first hit that comes up in Google is Child's metal detector. Because that's all that is, it's a controller for a metal detector. Yes, we're getting a little bit clever with what they did. So if you look at this, if you look at the diagram here, you'll see that the output pin is pulled up to 12V. And then you've got the output. So it's expecting, it's going to drop that output low when you've got tubes in the coin. When you get coins in the tube, sorry. It's late at night, forgive me. But you can't have them all low at the same time. I think that's when you get the 9002 error, because if they're all low at the same time, you basically have no inputs there, because all those inputs there are tied to ground via that cell pack. So what I would say to the owner is, check those pin 4s when there's coins in the tube and coins not in the tube, and see if they're high or low. And try bypassing it by deliberately tying the inputs at U8 high or low. And see if you can get rid of that error. If you can't, then you're investigating a fault around the U8 circuit or a fault around U30, or is it, I believe they come back to pin 17 of this. So, that's all I can do for this for now. Can't do much else because I don't have reels and I don't have meters and I don't have the coin sensors, and the program is so strictly coded that there's about 8 or 9 different error conditions that I need to bypass before I can get this into Tract. And it's going to take a bit of time to do that, and I've got another board to work on before I get near this again, but as you can see, we'll do it again. Without that tied. It's telling us we've got no sensors. And then it's a bit tricky to do this when you're in artificial lights, because the reflection gets a bit confusing. But anyway, that's attached now. With me telling it there's coins in the tube. It's not telling me I've got a sensitive fault anymore. Yeah. I'm annoyed about that now because I'm going to end up having to fix that properly. Because that works. But that was a win. That was a win. Anyways, that's all I'm doing for the minute. Maybe another video on this at some point. There's another board to work on, but it got bumped by 42 volts. I don't know how much it's left. And, well, I'll see you later. It's 12:30 at night.